In our previous solution, we had a discussion about order of n squared time complexity, where we were trying to find the sum of two elements from the given list itself using two different pointers. So for each pointer, we were using two different for loops, which is a nested for loop. So we can optimize this solution using only one single for loop and finding the numbers of the given elements from the list. How can we do this? We can use two different data structures. One data structure will be the given list itself, and the second data structure will be the dictionary, where the elements of the dictionary will be the elements of the list itself. Reason is, in our problem statement, it says that from the given array we have to find two numbers which will sum up to find to which will sum up to form the target. So we the second data structure will also hold the elements of the given list itself. So to begin with, let me declare an empty dictionary, and I'm going to fill this dictionary with the list with the given list elements. So let me consider, or only there will be only one pointer. Numbers is the given array list. I'm going to insert the elements of the list inside the dictionary, and the method used to update the dictionary with these list elements are update method. Since dictionary is an key value pair object, we also have to follow the same syntax. It is the object of key value pair. The keys will be the index here. So pointers will be the index, and the value for this index will be the value from the list itself. Now let me try to print the dictionary and let's check. So if you see, we I've created the second data structure. The first one will be the given list itself, and the second data structure will be the dictionary. And this dictionary is now holding the list values here, with the zeroth index to be the first element of the list, first index to be the second element, and so on. So we have I've inserted a test case here. So for this test case, you are seeing the respective second data structure which is created. Now, what we have to do is we have to find the two numbers which will form the target numbers. So, generally, how do we find the target? Target should be first number and the second number. We need two numbers to find this. In our previous solution, we were trying to find the sum using the nested for loops. Now, with a single for loop, what we are going to do is we are going to find the two numbers in a different way. This number can also be found with num1 is equal to target minus num2, or num2 is equal to target minus num1. I'm going to choose this particular. I'm choosing to find the second number, because second number is the one where we will be using where we have created the second data structure. So I will be following this. Either way should also work. So let's try to reframe this. So first reframe this particular concept. First number is equal to nums of the one. Second number is equal to target minus first number. Okay. Now let's try to print the second number. Let's print the first number as well. So if you see this, for the first iteration, we have got two numbers, which is 2 and 7. 2 to be the first number, 7 to be the second number. And in the second iteration, we see the first number is 7 and the second number is 2. Third iteration, we see 11 as the first number and minus 2 as the second number. Whereas in the question, if we observe the problem statement, it says that in the given array we have to choose two numbers, but we don't have a negative number here in our given list because we are trying to find only two numbers from the given values. So we should handle this particular case here to handle to avoid such kind of values which are not present in the given list of numbers. I'm inserting a condition here. If second number, if it is present only in the dictionary's values, we have to compare this value with the dictionary's value. Only such numbers we have to consider for summing or to find the second number. So values is this particular thing. Keys is the index. So we have to compare the second number if it is present in all the values of the dictionary. Values is the method to find it. If it is present, then we are going to consider that second number. Okay, let's let's remove this second number from here. So if you see, we are seeing the second number's value to be the ones which are present only in the given list. Now we have handled this particular case. Now we have to find the index. Our requirement is to print the index of the two numbers. So we will have to find the index of the second number. So the second number index is equal to nums dot, we have to find the second number's value from this particular list. So nums dot index of second number. Now we have to just try to print it. Let's try to remove this first number as well and print only the second number's index value. Okay, now we could see the index value of the second number. Similarly, we have to find the index of the first number. First number index is nothing but the pointer itself. Okay, let's try to print it. Print second number index and the first number's index. So if you see, we have obtained the expected output. It says 0 and 1. We have also got the 0 and 1. If you observe the expected output, it is in a list format. We are just printing the indices. So now we have to create a list. Let me initiate an empty list called result. And inside this result, I will be appending these two values. So if you see, the expected output is 0 and 1, 0 and 1. So for this given test case, we have obtained the expected output. Now let me try to submit the code to check if all the test cases are getting passed. Oops. So it says a wrong answer for one of the test cases. Okay, let me see what is the output. Expected is 1 comma 2, which is our second one, but it says 0 comma 0. Okay, let me check the description. Okay, what it says is given array. Okay, okay. So it says that you may not use the same element twice. If you observe here, in the first solution, it says the two numbers which it considered is from the zeroth index, which is 3 plus 3 is also 6, and 1 plus 2, the number element from one position is 2 and the second position is 4. 2 plus 4 is also 6. Whereas in our problem statement, it says that you may not use the same element twice. So we are not supposed to use the same element twice. We haven't handled that in our code. So we have to include a condition for that. If which is the index of the first number and the index of the second number cannot be same. So in our case, the index of the first number is from the list. So the pointer is the one which is pointing to the list. So pointer 1 not equal to the second index. Second index, we are already have it as a variable over here. Only if this is passing, we have to append it to the result list. So let me try to run this code. Okay, it has passed. Let me try to submit the code. Okay, now all the test cases have passed. So this is how we are optimizing this brute force solution, where here we have used a nested for loop, but here we are using only a single for loop with two different data structures, and we are trying to pull the two numbers from two different data structures with one pointer itself. So since I'm using only one pointer, I'm trying to iterate through only one set of n elements. So the time complexity for this code base will be order of n. This is how we can optimize the brute force solution by using a single pointer and two different data structures in it. Thank you.